Happy New Year, everyone! Welcome to Entity Studio. I'm Taylor. I hope you all had an absolutely fabulous 2019, and I wish you all the best in 2020. I'm joining YouTube, everybody. And, well, why am I starting a YouTube channel? I'm not really into New Year's resolutions because, well, I don't really stick to them, so there's no point. But I am into reflecting on the year. And so about a month or so ago, I started reflecting on the last year. I was trying to figure out what I had been doing in December 2018 and if I had any goals or plans. And the answer was that I was watching video game videos and art tutorials for a large chunk of that time. I'm not even a game head. I just really went down the rabbit hole with that one. It was a lot of fun to watch people play video games. No judgment, right? Anyway, I basically spent 2019 unfocused and just slogging along. And honestly, normally that's not a problem for me. That doesn't really bother me. But for some reason, I didn't want to start an entirely new decade that way. So I went into full-on over-planning mode. I was like a planner on steroids. It was kind of funny since that's almost completely opposite of how I normally operate. Anyway, the point is that I really wanted to feel like I was moving forward and getting stuff done and accomplishing goals and stuff. So I started making lists and formulating goals and writing copious amounts of notes and watching a staggering amount of video tutorials on everything. And then I almost quit before I even started. Why? Well, because this is all kind of overwhelming. This whole YouTube thing, people make it look really easy, but it's not. It is definitely not. So I commend all the folks out there who've been doing it for forever. Anyway, I had to really just step back and take a moment and ask myself, why? Why do I want to join the YouTube community? What are my reasons? Well, the reason why I really want to join is I want to grow artistically. And one of the things that went into this whole revelation was, being able to document a lot of that process and show progress. I personally like looking back on my old work and seeing, how I've grown and how I've changed and what I've learned and seeing how it all comes together in my newer work, hopefully a culmination of having learned some stuff. So I like seeing my progress. I find it beneficial for me as an artist to see where I've been and where I currently am and hopefully get a sense of where I'd go in the future. One of the other reasons I that went into me really doing this YouTube thing was accountability. I found that having some way of feeling responsible for what I'm doing helps me to stay focused and motivates me to move forward. I started my Instagram account a while back, a year or two, maybe 3 years ago now, I think, and it's really helped to highlight a few problem areas for me, things that I want to work on and focus on sometimes. So I find that it's being on social media platforms, or in this case YouTube, is a great way to hold myself accountable to the goals and the plans that I make. Another reason is to learn. I watch a lot of tutorials on various subjects. Not all of them are related, obviously. Like, who does just one thing on YouTube? But I've learned so many tips, tricks, and techniques that my head feels like it's going to explode. And the best part for me is finding a lot of those tips, tricks, and techniques in my work and in my process, because most of the time it's completely unconsciously done. So I do find that it'll be a way for me to continue to learn and grow. And I'm finally teaching. Like, teaching was one of the reasons why I wanted to do this. I think it's only fitting for me to join one of the platforms that's given me so much inspiration for such a long time, and to share what I like doing artistically with the community. Hopefully everyone watching will learn something from me. Hopefully. And I hope that y'all are down to roll with me on this journey. So, having said all that, I'll focus on the time lapse for a bit to give y'all some insight into my current workflow. I am using an iPad Pro. It's not the latest model. It's like a generation back. I don't know exactly what model it is at the moment. Yeah, but it's an iPad Pro with an Apple Pencil, and I use the Sketchbook Pro app, or the Sketchbook for iPad app, and I do a lot of the rough sketches and the cleanup lines with the 2B pencil brush. It's actually one of my favorite brushes in the app because it really reminds me of a regular traditional 2D pencil, like 2B pencil. In this piece, I actually ended up circling back because I didn't like the look of the pencil brush. And so I went back in with one of the ink brushes instead, and I really liked that better for the line work in this. So you'll see that I go through like most of the process, and then I circle back and I start doing lines again, even after I've colored it and shaded it and basically rendered it, because I did. I was all the way through and I was like, yeah, I really am not liking this, and it doesn't matter how much I put color on it, I still don't like it. So yep, I went back in and I redid the lines, which was a bit of a pain in the butt, but it wasn't as bad. It wasn't as bad as as I originally thought it was going to be, so it was fine. This has what else? I didn't use a reference for this because honestly I was working really quickly, and I was just like, I just want to get this idea out, so I just went to town on it and didn't need a reference, it turned out. So that was awesome, because that's not normal. But it does have 1,000,001 layers because I was working in color, so there's like, I think there's like 30 layers, probably a little more than that, because I was just like, we need a layer for that, and we need a layer for that, and we might as well put that on the layer. So yeah, it's got a lot of layers. But ultimately for this entire piece, I wanted to do something that was very just like a snapshot of celebrating and living in the moment, and I really wanted to do something very cartoony and fun, and something that was as far from serious as possible. Clearly there's a wine bottle and a wine glass dancing, or celebrating rather, so there you go. The whole the color of the eyes, I don't know if anyone's been watching The Witcher, obviously it's very close to Geralt and Yennefer's eye colors, and that was honestly not intended. That was not the original intent. I did finish the entire season though, so because it was definitely subconsciously done. I was trying to go for the complementary colors to the main body of the two characters, so I didn't even notice the Witcher colors until like the next day, which was super trippy when I finally realized. Yeah, I might have been tired when I was coloring it, I don't remember. Anyway, I had a lot of fun doing this piece. I tried quite a few new things in this, with the way I colored, and the way I did like the background, and quite a few things to make it stand out. And the style is actually not something that I do very often, this super cartoony style. So all in all, I had a really, really great time working on this piece. I really enjoyed it, had a lot of fun, and hope you guys enjoyed it too. So, thank you for watching. If you like the video, anything that you heard me say, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you all. Have a great day.